Hello Scorpio, so I'm doing your reading for the month of July. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy, okay? So really quickly, while I'm sorting out your deck anyway, I just want to take a moment to thank Otter Spirit. They are the beautiful brand behind the gemstone bracelets that I'm wearing today. Now each piece is infused with intention, and honestly they have become such a grounding and heart-opening part of my practice. On their website you will find special collections such as the love pack, the self-love pack, the protection pack, prosperity, and each of them are all crafted to support the emotional connection and healing, okay? You can use my code Phoenix Tarot 20 for a sweet little gift for yourself at the checkout, because you also do deserve something magical. Right, so what is going on for your energies this month? You have the Six of Autumn, so that would be the Six of Pentacles. And it says, the good that you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. So, we're not going to take a look at the bottom of the deck just now. This is saying, at the start of the month, you're squaring off some debts. It might not be all of them, but some of them. You know, making that last payment on a loan or something like that. That's happening this month, okay? Really money conscious, not pissing your money up a wall, but being respectful of your money. Karmically, because it does say the good that you do comes back to you, so that indicates good karma, right? A positive return for all of the good that you have been putting out. It's coming back to you. Now, how that comes back to you is going to be different for all Scorpios. It's going to make your life more pleasant. Okay, it's a nice change, right? So oftentimes I hear people complain, oh man, why do bad things happen to good people? Right, this month good things are happening to good people, and you're one of them, Scorpio. Okay, literally the good that you do comes back to you. Now we're going to clarify that one in a minute. I just need to take a look at the strongest overall energy, which is the Prince of Autumn, and it says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. Yeah. So with you keeping your standards high, with you basically being conscientious, okay? I mean, it says dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous. Your energy is really beautiful this month, Scorpio. I mean, it normally is, but more so this month. You're taking wise action. With the mention of autumn being here twice, that's Pentacles energy, it's coins energy. You've got a healthy relationship with money, but also with the mention of autumn, it's about release. Okay, so you're releasing anything that is unnecessary. Like we said, clearing off those old debts where there's like unnecessary charges and stuff on them. You know what it's like. Every time you take a loan, they're going to take their own commission. They call it interest, right? It's an unnecessary waste of money, basically. We all know that. Yet we all, at some point in our lives, will need to do it. You know, at some point, it's just the way that the world is, right? So you're releasing anything and everything that is unnecessary. And I feel that this is about your income and your outgoings specifically. For others, it's going to lean more into habits, okay? Any unnecessary habits, you're releasing those this month. You're basically clearing the decks of anything that is not necessary, right? Being very kind to others, and of course the energy you put out, it does come back in, and there is certainly an abundance of evidence of that going on here. So before we take a look at the rest of your cards, we're going to clarify this 6 of autumn. So can you tell us more? The 6 of autumn for Scorpio, please. Ooh, yeah, 9 of Cups. Very good news that's coming in towards you guys here. There is a sense of completion that's coming through. It's like, thank fuck for that. Now I can breathe easier. Now that that's cleared away, now I can breathe. Now I can actually live and move on. Now I can enjoy my life. Okay, what else? The Scorpio, please. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. There it is. Self-sufficiency. Independence. Very, very smart decisions when it comes down to your resources. Now, of course, your resources, it doesn't just mean your money. That can be your time, your energy, your efforts, right? That's all resources. So definitely being really smart with your resources. I feel that there's something here that some of our Scorpios are saving up for. Okay, you're going to be able to attain whatever it was that you were saving up for this month. Can you tell us more about that 9 of Pentacles for Scorpio, please? It's something that you've been waiting a long time for as well. Yeah, Page of Cups. Really, really good news for yourself, for your family. Good news to do with love, babies, children. Anything that triggers an emotional response within you. Honestly, the month of July, Scorpio, it's shaping up to be a really, really good month for you. Really good month for you. If you're selling anything this month, you're going to receive more for it than what you were expecting to receive. They're saying here for any of you guys that are in business, like say, if you're a creative with this Page of Cups being there and you're trying to sell your creations, ask more for what it is that you're making, for what it is that you're selling, because you will get your asking price for it, okay? So don't undersell yourself this month. You have to see that there is worth and value in what it is that you're doing, in what it is that you're creating, and you are absolutely within your rights to be charging a little bit more for what it is that you're doing or selling, okay? If you're working for another business, anything like that, then this is definitely going to be the month for you to put in for that promotion, or, you know, asking for a pay rise or something like that, okay? Because financially, I can tell you, Scorpio, listen, financially this month it looks bloody incredible for you guys. Really, really good for you guys. So making wise investments with those finances that you've got coming in, or making wise investments with the additional money that would have gone towards repaying a debt. Now you don't have to pay that off anymore. It's closed, it's finished, so the finances that would have gone towards that particular loan or whatever this was about can now go towards something else, towards clearing off the next debt or the next loan, okay? Or putting into a savings account, otherwise somehow making your finances work for you through paying meticulous attention to details, keeping your fingers on the pulse. Now, I am not the correct person to be asking for advice about that, because obviously I'm not qualified, okay? I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please don't ask me about making investments. If I knew, I'd be doing it myself. Let's just put it that way, okay? I got no qualms of saying it. Look, I don't know shit about investments. I'm not a banker. I'm not a financial assistant, okay? I can only read the strongest overall energies here. That's my limit. Excellent, excellent news and growth here to do specifically with your finances. And on top of that, you've got this beautiful return of the kindness, of the love, of the care, of the compassion that you've been sending out into the world. You're receiving that back. And here's the thing as well, Scorpio, you've not been putting that kind of intentions out into the world with your eye on the prize of, oh, well, you know, one day it's going to come back to me. That wasn't your reasons behind doing it. It's you were just naturally being you naturally being a kind, generous, helpful, thoughtful individual. And you know what? It is about time that good things started happening to good people. I like seeing that. That's absolutely fantastic, because it's like finally the scales are balancing out, right? Finally things are fair, finally, right? And you guys will know things have been horribly unfair for the longest time. So it's really refreshing to see this sort of message coming out for you guys, because it's really well deserved as well. So let's move on and we'll take a look at your internal energies, the Four of Summer. Okay, so it says, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, and discontentment with life. So here's the thing, Scorpio. Even though things are moving in the right direction for you here, you might not initially see it. Or there's still a little something that you're dissatisfied with, and it's coming from within you. Now, obviously, yes, money doesn't buy happiness. What it does do, though, is it gives people options, right? And that's, you know, it's the next best thing, right? This is asking for you to dig deep and for you to really go within and figure out why there's still this sense of, okay, well that bit's great, but I've still got this issue over here. I've still got this problem over here. And it's still really upsetting me. And, you know, I'm still feeling a bit empty almost, because it is quite a sad yet almost empty type energy, right? So there's this dissatisfaction that's coming from within you that you're really going to need to take a close look at this month, because you don't want those sorts of feelings. You don't want to be pissing on your own chips, basically, right? You don't want to be going, oh, well, you know, this over here is working out great, but this over here could be better. It's like avoiding that particular trap of thinking that way, because you would end up running the risk of, I would say, not allowing yourself this happy moment, right? Not allowing yourself that happy moment through some sort of discontentment. Now, it could be you feeling discontent because you're feeling like someone else is taking you for granted, you know. That's also very, very possible. Let's take a closer look. What's this? Four of Summer. So the Four of Summer in this deck would be akin to the Four of Cups energy. Okay. Oh. Okay. The Three of Wands reversed and the King of Pentacles in the reversed position. A sense of, yeah, but it's just not enough. And it's coming from within. Okay. Hello, baby. Right, I'm just going to have to take a break here a minute, Scorpio, so I can go open the door. He's so polite, is that one. Delight, he is one of the ex-ferals, and they don't meow. They're not capable of meowing, so they do the really cute little squeaks whenever they need something. It's so adorable. So I don't know if you would have heard him through the microphone there, but it was the cutest little squeak. Almost sounds like a little dog toy, because they can't meow. Right, back to your reading. Okay, a sense of, yes, but it's not enough, or a sense of, you still not being good enough in some sort of capacity, I want to say, okay? Because these two came out in the reverse, and it is internal energies. So what they're saying here is for you not to overlook your successes, no matter how small, because if you overlook your successes over here, then you'll end up minimizing yourself, right? So that's what you're needing to be on the lookout for this month, is if you are minimizing yourself, minimizing your own achievements, and not giving yourself credit where credit's due. Okay, so this combination here, it tells me that you're putting yourself under so much pressure here, to the point where you're feeling deeply unhappy, discontent and miserable, right? And because of that, you're not seeing the successes that you already have over here, right? I mean, trust me when I tell you that this Six of Autumn, which is the Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups, all of this here is absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy, right? Beautiful opportunities, a sense of some sort of wish fulfillment here, a sense of accomplishment. So it's almost like you're pissing on your own accomplishments, because internally it's like you're telling yourself, aye, it's good, but it's still, it's not quite good enough, right? So they're asking for you to reevaluate, okay, well, by whose standards are you judging yourself here by, right? Because whatever happens, you do not want to be sabotaging yourself by undermining your own achievements here, okay? So, what's in your blind spot? What is it that you don't see coming? The Seven of Winter. Interesting. For what you don't see coming. I do believe that Cancer's had this exact card in that exact position. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancerian, or if you've got strong Cancerian placements in your own chart. If you do, or if you are, then you might want to go check out their reading, okay? Because like I said, there are no mistakes in tarot, right? Spirit doesn't make mistakes in the messages that they give out. And the fact that that card is coming out in the exact same position, there is a link here with a Cancerian, your own Cancerian energy, or this entire situation could be about that fourth house energy, which is about home, family, past, roots, lineage, parenthood, specifically motherhood, nurturing, protection, anything to do with the house, home and family, basically. There could be something going on within that sector of your life this month where you're not giving yourself enough credit, right? Where you're overlooking your own achievements. Now, the Seven of Winter says there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly and running away from the truth, right? That is the equivalent to the Seven of Swords in traditional tarot, which is like lies, trickery, deceit. It's the card that tells you, look, be mindful because there's some fuckery afoot, okay? I know you guys are accustomed to dealing with that kind of energy, and it's coming out in your blind spot. The reason why it's coming out in your blind spot, Scorpio, is because you're expecting this energy to come from another person, external from yourself. And Spirit's telling you that this time round, Scorpio, it's actually coming from within you. Okay, it's like you're blinding yourself. You're dragging yourself down. It's you're deceiving yourself through this energy here of you telling yourself, like, oh man, I'm crap, I'm not good enough, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, yes, I'll take this win over here, but I still feel that it's not quite good enough. That's the area that they're saying. Don't deceive yourself, Scorpio. You've done brilliantly. You're still doing brilliantly. You still got a lot more yet to come. Don't allow this way of thinking or this way of feeling to drag you down, okay? It's almost as if some of our Scorpios are afraid to acknowledge all of the hard work and all of the successes that they've already achieved for whatever reason. And that might well come from your own past, with the mention of past being there. It could well come from your own upbringing. Maybe when you were young and impressionable, maybe the adults around you demanded of you, oh, don't blow your own trumpet, no one likes a braggart, right? But this isn't you bragging. It's incorrect programming, it's incorrect training. Of course you're supposed to give yourself credit where credit's due. Absolutely. That's not you blowing your own trumpet at all. So, let's take a closer look into this 7 of winter. Can you tell us more for Scorpio, please? Yeah. The 8 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. In your blind spot. In your blind spot. Don't make any sudden moves. Don't make any sudden decisions. And they're saying about being reactive. Consider what it is that you're reacting to before you react. Okay, because this one is a super, super fast energy. It's unstoppable, basically. Once these arrows or wands take flight, there's no stopping them. And then it's immediately followed up with the 4 of Swords, which is rest, rejuvenate, reevaluate, reconsider, meditate, refocus, right? So they're saying here in your blind spot that this way that you're feeling might lead on to you reacting in such a way that is going to be a little bit abrasive towards yourself or self-destructive, right? And they're guiding you into not doing that, right? They're saying here that it's time for you to reflect on how you could do things differently instead. Can we have another card for this for Scorpio, please? Because it's like once you've made a decision through some sort of knee-jerk response or knee-jerk reaction, you're not going to be able to take it back again. You're not going to be able to undo it, right? That's what they're saying there. That's why it's in your blind spot. And then you've got these cards, and they're telling me up, right? So they're in the upright position. Yeah. The 8 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. So choose wisely. It's all about thinking before you choose anything, thinking before you do anything, right? There's also a lot of distractions here that's going on around you, so be super, super careful before you get involved with anything that I want to say feels fake, or someone who feels fake. Be really, really careful before you get involved with anyone or anything that is even remotely feeling like it's fake or fraud or anything like that. Consider all of your options wisely. They're telling you here, Scorpio, there's no rush. There is no rush. This is encouraging for you to be more in this state of allowing. Okay, so that there is no rush for anything. What is working against you at this time? Interesting, that's the 10 of Summer. And I say it's interesting because it's a beautifully positive card. It's in a negative position though, so that's akin to it coming out in the reverse. It says, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely and people you can trust. So what is working against you, I feel that this is an emotional response to a family situation is working against you this month. beware of self-sabotage through that emotional response of yours, okay? Because things are going well. I think things are really fucking looking up for you right here, right? Avoid an emotional response to something to do with family here. Can you tell us more about this for Scorpio, please? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Again, Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. That is everything that everyone on the planet is working towards in life, right? A sense of belonging, a sense of fulfillment, of safety, of security, of health, independence, longevity, self-sustaining, right? Home, family, like the full package. That's literally what everybody is working towards in their own lives. And you've got it right here, Scorpio. You've got all of that right here. If you're wanting it. This is what you're currently building upon right now. Because all of these things are hyper important to you, as they should be, it means that what you're doing here is super important, because what you're doing here literally is because of this. What you're doing here literally is for your family, for your future, for the future of your family, right? Everything that you're doing right now, so important. And that's why it's vital that you don't accidentally sabotage everything that you've already currently built through some sort of negative emotional response that comes via your own sense of not achieving. Okay. So it's going to be a bit of a shadow work type month for you guys. So what is working for you? The Lovers. Beautiful. True love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. Right? So choices made from positive emotional input rather than freaking out, panicking, and negative emotional input. Okay? This also can indicate that some of you guys actually have a partner or a significant individual in your sphere of influence that is going to support you in your endeavors here. Okay, now I know not everybody is fortunate enough to have that special person. If you don't, it's working for you, which means you will have that very, very soon. Okay? And the Magician, to clarify that, yeah. Super, super strong Gemini energy coming through. You've also got a little bit of Virgo. You got Pisces here as well. Okay, but again, zodiac signs, it might not mean much to a lot of you. Okay, it's just I know that some people like to hear the zodiac information shouted out. Okay, yeah, there's super strong Gemini energy here. Again, that could be someone is a Gemini and they're helping you out, or that's just the energy of that sort of Gemini house almost. Okay, so I mean, I don't know, this could involve siblings, this could involve communication. It's self-effort basically, because like the third house the Gemini rules over is the house of self-effort, but then also is the Magician. Does that make sense? See, I've got to try and join up the dots within a tarot reading. It's like putting the pieces of a puzzle together. And self-effort is definitely the strongest message that's coming through. That's what manifesting is. It's your self-effort meets chance, and then it kind of combines and, you know, creates this big, beautiful thing that you're trying to create, right? That's manifesting. So through your own efforts and through teaming up with someone, because it is the lovers, union, partnership, a choice, specifically partnering up with others who can and will support you and help lift you up when you're feeling down, which at the moment some of you guys are feeling a little bit down and needing a boost. You know, it's almost like a lot of you guys this month are just needing someone to talk some sense into you before you accidentally ruin everything for yourself. Like that's literally what's coming through here. Okay. Can you tell us more? The Scorpio. Thank you. Yeah, Justice. Justice and the Emperor. So 2 major arcanas back to back. In fact, you've got 4, right? Because the Lovers and the Magician came out together. And then you've got these 2 here as well. More major arcanas. Whenever you get a lot of major arcanas that come out in a big bunch, it indicates that your life is about to take a pivotal turn for the better and is life-changing, okay, for all of the right reasons. And these 2, they did come out in the upright position as well. So what you're actively working on right now, what you're actively creating right now, you deserve all of the success that is coming in for you, right? As does your partner, for those who have one. Okay, could be a business partner as well. Again, take it as it resonates. But there is so much incredible success that is here for you guys. It is well deserved. You definitely should indulge yourself a little in that success. Okay. And with the Emperor being here, doesn't make a difference if you're a man or a woman. It's taking on that Emperor energy. It's remaining in charge of yourself. It's remaining in control of yourself. It's being the boss. Okay, being the boss of yourself. For certain. What's under there? Another major arcana, the Hierophant. Yeah. There is a long-term commitment here for some, long-term relationship. It's like husband-wife material that you're colliding with this month. That's probably the person who's trying to speak some sense into you about how, you know, you have achieved so much and you're still going to achieve even more. Right, that's probably the person who's speaking some sense into you this month, and keeping you on the straight and narrow. And let's be honest, everybody at some point needs that one person just to sort of keep them in check, right? It's really healthy. It's very, very beneficial. The Hierophant, I love this. Look, you've got the Fool and the Queen of Swords, so even more. Another major arcana, like literally. Long-lasting success, that's what you're looking at here, Scorpio. And I'm certain that that's come out of one of your readings quite recently, that you are looking at long-lasting success. Okay. Right, let's get you a healing message. There's something else with that Emperor energy. Because I find myself being drawn back to that Emperor. It's more to do with the throne. The throne is made out of concrete. If you really pay attention. See, I keep getting drawn back to that card. Something that you're doing is solid. it's safe, it's secure, it's not going to budge. It's yours and it's yours to keep. Again, that could be a relationship. It could be an ambition that you have. But this success is yours to keep. You have a healing message for Scorpio, please? Oh, that was subtle. Sisterhood. There was briefly a mention of siblings with that Gemini energy. Let's take a look. Okay. It's really specific because this one is for women. It says support other women. This is the time to stick together. So you know how in certain settings you can get women who've got this horrific queen bee syndrome. And they fight and fight and fight for women to have equality and this, that and the next. And then they make it up to the top, but then they kick away the ladder so that other women cannot follow after. And then they actively kick down other women, right? There could be a bit of this that's going on in your life at the moment as well, right? Bit of confirmation there for someone. Now, if you are a man, then you could be facing issues with your own internal feminine energy. And finding that other people are competing with you and trying to bring you down. So the message still does apply, right? But I'm going to read this out anyway. It says, support other women. This is a time to stick together. Change must be made in society to curb gender inequality. The feminine divine is calling you. There is a woman or women in your life that are a catalyst for you to change for the better or to become more successful. Women can be independent and powerful. Show loyalty to those who show it to you. And then your words of power is, I support the feminine, the other half that holds up the sky. Okay, so I mean, as far as a healing message goes, that was quite unexpected, but it's there. It's coming out for a reason. Again, it's not necessarily going to resonate for absolutely everybody. Okay, you just got to take what resonates for you. That's all. What else for Scorpio, please? Oh my days. Oh, this deck is going to be awkward. I could feel it straight away. It's weird. Okay, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news and plot twists. Blessings are coming. You see, that's literally what I was trying to tell you guys right there at the start. I'm always cautious about people thinking that I'm trying to overstate something, or do you know what I mean, or sex something up. Like, literally, it's right there. And then you're being told again, so Spirit's doubling down on that exact message that you had there. What else? The Scorpio, please. It's almost as if you're being encouraged not to quit right before you have this breakthrough. Now you've got a couple here that's come out. How can I deepen my trust right now? Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Today's soul action, let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. Okay. So you can deepen your trust by surrender. Do I believe I am worthy? Yeah, there is a bit of a struggle with that right there, isn't there? You are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life that you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Yeah, and that's a quote by Maya Angelou. Today's soul action: for a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? And your mantra is to remind yourself, I am worthy of it all. Okay? Am I consistently showing up? Some trade their dreams for comfort. Yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. Today's soul action: journal where you can be more consistent in your life, in alignment with your soulful goals, and then show up. Yeah. Giving yourself that pep talk that is required when shit starts going down. And what can I burn? Burn it. Burn it all. There it is. I feel lost when I don't have that in my hand. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the quote-unquote proof that you're not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It is time for a rebirth. You're like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You're free. Your wings are ready. Use them. And today's soul action is to make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Yeah. Yeah, you are the author of your own story. Okay? Right, what else? The Scorpio, please. Oh. Little bit of a awkward moment there with the deck. Okay. With all the piles of dirt, garbage and shit you have been handed to in your life, you can grow a field of tulips. Yeah. So insinuations here, Scorpio, that your struggles, they have not been in vain. You're also fast tracking towards putting your struggles behind you as well. Now, that's not to say that you're never going to have any more problems for the rest of your days, because of course that's just not realistic. What they're saying is you're never going to have to face anything as seemingly insurmountable as what you have been facing. It's saying that you're putting the worst behind you and that you have every right to enjoy all of this beautiful success that's coming through for you. Okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below, along with Otter Spirit's information. And of course, there is a discount code down there too for Otter Spirit. But yeah, anything and everything you need, it's in my description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.